I decided that if I started it today, and if it happened this way today, that I am here alone, without kids disturbing and stuff, that why not continue the party hard? Especially since I fucked up the audio in the previous video, in the previous stream. So I might hide this stream because, you know, it might happen if I cringe a lot after watching it tomorrow morning. But rather than that, if I'm continuing watching videos online and not feeling like walking to another hole, to my, like, how it's called, guest hole, or I call it my home cinema. I have a projector. It costed like $80 or $90 from AliExpress, and it just project on a huge wall. And this is my friends, is my ultimate childhood dream, to have a cinema. Not only childhood, I guess, in the youth also. And I thought about that in middle age as well. So I might be broke, I might be drunk, but I still have a home cinema. How about that? Much more than wealthy people had back when I was teenager, even teenager. Yeah, the only projector I had could show us slides, static images, and you could switch them, and they could tell a story, but there was no sound and stuff. Like, everything was written, and yeah, I still enjoyed that, but comparing it to a cinema is a whole different level. So anyway, I decided to watch something else. I decided to watch still Red Eye Review, to sit here because it is so cozy in here. Very. I can probably show you what it looks like. Here I have my cha-cha. No. Here I have my cha-cha. There is tea, wine, a glass of wine. Wine is up there. I am not sure that I'm going to drink it. There is my fruit plate. It's almost done, but I can cut some fruits. Some more fruits. And here is the heater. Fire heater. Because if any one of you watch my videos, you guys know that I live in the village, in the countryside. That's something I like. Can I mirror the camera? There's low light compensation. We do not need low. Oh, we do. Shit. There's enough light, no? Yeah, this is much better. I don't know how to mirror the hand, but this is my right hand. This is my left hand. It does look weird when I look at it.
Warning,
so
the
we
show you are about
stopped
to watch is the
at watching Red Eye reviews, and I wanted also to watch Above the Law. Well, it is still fresh in my mind. And not that I understood the plot or even paid attention to it while working. You know, when I work on a video, especially if it is Steven Seagal's video, it is hard to follow the plot line. Mostly focus on the fuck ups. I read do. Oh, him remade some of his videos. I think that he thought that his newest versions were better than his old ones. But as for me, his old ones have this flair. I like them. I like his chill voice better than he was. You see, I became much more chill. Maybe that's why I like it. Maybe because I like more this slow pace life. Life when you don't chase shit much. So what do we watch? Redo or original one? Because this one, guys, it was his second video of Red Eye review.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to
Space Ice is awesome. Dude, just before that we watched Space Ice review and one of his first videos, and damn, he was awesome even back those days. Even back 2 years ago, he was already awesome. This guy is genius. Those videos were made so good.
episode 1 of my new series, Karate Corner. In the future, this series might open up to other actors, other movies, so I decided for the now to focus on one specific man. That man is Steven Seagal. We are going to go in chronological order and track his journey into the legend he is today. How this became this.
Yeah.
This
Became what? Hey.
became this. And believe me, we will get to this, and I'm so excited.
It was this from the very beginning, guys. It was this. He showed that to the studio bosses, and they were so impressed by him doing those contactless fights when the students just somersaults from his hand wavings.
This. But as with every great story, we must start at the beginning.
Yeah.
And Seagal's story starts in 1988 with a buddy cop drama. So let's dive right into Above the Law. Also, quick FYI, as with my Nicolas Cage series, I cannot really censor Steven Seagal. I could try, it just wouldn't do him justice. So this is your warning. You will hear some words. Now, before he made any movies, Steven Seagal just ran an Aikido karate studio. And it's actually...
What were those claps? I wonder what was. Don't you think that this is bullshit from the very beginning?
That one of his pupils, Michael Ovitz, who's a successful entrepreneur.
When most of the martial art you're studying, the martial art that should help you on the streets, in the fights, includes a lot of clapping, bowing, and other cult shit.
Newer and a talent agent got Steven Seagal to do this movie, as he was of a firm believer he could turn anybody into an action star in the 80s. In this movie, Steven Seagal plays Nico Toscani, who has a history. He was in the Vietnam War. He has ties to the mob, which is clear. They don't straight come out and say that in the movie, but it's pretty obvious. And when the movie starts, he's a cop.
We all get paid by the CIA, but these guys are from a page that ain't even in the book.
Here we have Kurt Zagon, who's like a CIA interrogator, played by Henry Silva, who's been an actor forever. The guy's got like 150 acting credits on IMDb. He's
Yeah.
interrogating these locals about his opium dealings. His branch of the CIA is heavily involved in the drug trade, and Nico takes exception to it.
Who the fuck is this Cherry?
Nelson, I'm through. I'm finished.
Cut to Chicago, 1988. We're introduced to his wife Sarah, played by the beautiful Sharon Stone, and his partner Dolores Jackson, aka Jax, played by Pam Grier. In typical buddy cop fashion, she's a week away from retirement. We see one of my favorite characters in the whole movie. He only gets one scene, but he's so smooth.
Excuse me, but I just had to stop and tell you that you look like the sun.
Excuse me, brother. Dude.
Sitting on the waterfall in the springtime, baby.
And you got 5 seconds, and 3 are up.
Say, you ain't got to be like... Hey, you know, like Lady Cops need boyfriends too, you dig? But you have a nice day, just...
He's just a genuine gentleman.
Hey, Skifu. How you doing? Saco de Tempo. You seen this girl?
Oh, man.
So Nico finds out his niece or cousin is messing around with the wrong crowd yet again, doing drugs. So he's got to kick some ass, find some answers.
All right, who else wants some?
Did you guys know that this guy, the bartender or whatever, bar
Saco de
owner,
Tempo. You seen this girl?
he looks like a little bit like a cartoon character to me. I don't know about you, but he looks like a little bit out of place. But still, this is a singer. I've actually found out about him, and this is his real look.
Girl?
Oh, man.
So Nico finds out his niece or cousin is messing.
What does he do in an action movie as a villain, as a bad guy, as a mobster? He is like a musician with a chill music and stuff.
Around with the wrong crowd yet again, doing drugs. So he's got to kick some ass, find some answers.
All right, who else wants some?
After asking nicely, Nico learns that she's upstairs hanging out with some mobster guy. But the scene gives Nico his plot point, a shipment of drugs coming in.
This is huge, my man. It's a shipment. It's coming in next Tuesday.
So they dress up like factory workers and try to blend in by wearing earpieces and touching their face a lot.
Okay, the Hard to Kill video was better than this one. Still, it got much less views for some reason. But here, goddamn, you could have mocked Steven Seagal for beating up the harmless and much weaker guy. Something Steven Seagal does in all of his movies.
So to prepare for this movie, Steven Seagal and Daniel Feraldo, seen here.
Yeah,
as
fuck
Tony
fuck cover. They discovered us.
Silvano went on a ride along with real Chicago detectives.
Now the only now the only way. Shit. I like his expressions. think that he hears expressions.
Get an idea of how a day-to-day works. And Daniel Feraldo said that Seagal intimidated
Yes.
criminals they talked to way more than the cops did. And you have to give Seagal credit because I don't
It was actually Steven Seagal. Right in on this. I think that he is not tough, that like he is about to cry. Steven. It's gonna be
intimidated
fine.
criminals they talk to way
You're gonna spend the rest of your life in shitty movies, but it's gonna pay it off.
more than the cops did. And you have to give
It
Seagal
is
credit,
Steven
'cause I don't
Seagal,
think he did all of
without
his stunts
stunt
in this
double.
movie, but he did a lot of them. So Tony gets busted. And when they go back to check out the engine, rather than finding drugs, they find military C4. And they're barely in custody any time at all when a phone call gets received and somebody higher up says, let him go. And now we get our second major plot point, because Kurt Zagon is somehow tied up into this. Nico and his group, rightfully so, are angry that this criminal is back on the streets, and they're told to leave it alone.
Go keep it in your pants, right? These men have a job to do just like we do.
Okay, I see that there is no actual point to explain the plot of action movies. I used to do that, but I see that it is pointless. When I was watching Above the Law, I was so bored with the plot. This is such a sleeping pill movie.
Game, let them play it.
I believe you have my stapler.
But Nico doesn't have time to listen to Melvin, and he follows Silvano to a church. Nico's actually already friends with this priest, 'cause
Especially
it's his
body
mother's
cop
church,
movie.
and he's introduced to our next plot point.
My friend Father Tomasino is
A visiting priest from another country who's helping illegals get into the country safely, or so he claims. During that conversation, the priest also convinces Nico to attend Mass on Sunday, conveniently the same day a bomb goes off at the church.
Get down!
Yeah. This chick looked suspicious. Did you see how she looked at me? Ladies always
To attend
always look at me. At my pee-pee. Below my belly. But she looked at my eyes. She must be a bomb holder.
Mass on Sunday, conveniently the same day a bomb goes off at the church.
Get down!
So Nico thinks Silvano is behind the bombing because the bomb smelled like C4, which Nico knows because he was in Vietnam and did a bunch of CIA stuff. So he searches for him at the restaurant, and he's not at the restaurant. Meanwhile, Jax, a week away from retirement, also helps and learns that one of the people in the bombing was an
No,
aide.
she was a week from retirement. But back those days, it probably wasn't that overdone plot whole.
To the senator. Nico searches long enough to attract the attention of some goons, and we get an awesome fight. Now, rather than hire and train a bunch of stuntmen, they actually just used a lot of Steven Seagal's own martial arts students for these scenes. And it made scenes like these quick and easy.
Dude,
The hit was
I
obviously
wanted
called
to
by
to
Silvano,
see.
and we get my favorite ad-lib of the whole movie.
Yeah, okay.
One of many things Seagal ad-libs throughout his career, as you'll come to learn.
If I find out you're lying, we'll come back and kill you in your own kitchen.
After punching this good Samaritan straight in the chest, we get the weirdest Seagal strut and a weird interaction.
What's happening, brother?
Yo, would it be like, homie? That was real.
Yeah, that wasn't his weirdest. The weirdest was when he walked to the random Spanish people and asked, "¿Cómo está su hermana?" And he said it like, "¿Cómo es su hermana?" Yeah, "Mi hermana?" And the response was, "Mi hermana? Está bien." Oh, something like that.
You're good, man.
Recapping our top
Peace, brother.
Yeah, Jax.
But yeah.
it's bad.
This movie is
So
fucking
Nico's friend
ridiculous.
from
I
Nam-
can't understand how he could managed to survive. Nowadays, a flop like that would never be. Nowadays, we have movies even worse than that, though.
Warns him that this runs deeper than he thinks. And the next thing you know, his house is getting searched.
Who do you think you are, you guys, coming in here treating my son like a criminal? Who do you think you are? Just stop it!
During the search, the detective's like, ooh, that's a nice
who do you guys you think you are? We are policemen, ma'am.
Oh,
Whenever we have an order,
Why don't you come and check it,
we can.
and he's forced to turn in his badge and his gun.
I want your badge and your gun.
So he reacts like a teenager losing his cell phone and just goes and gets a gun from a friend.
Thanks.
I don't believe this.
He survives this insane mob hit and Houdinis his way not just outside of his car, but somehow behind all the cars to the last car in the line, convinces all of them to put their guns down and says, I'll shoot any of you who moves. This guy moves. And then he realizes this is just murder at this point, and he runs away.
Second priest from Costa Rica,
He does not give a fuck.
hiding in the church. He was the one they meant to kill.
The plot is so simple, it's kind of confusing. And thankfully we get a scene like this where they just straight tell us what's happening. So Nico forces Agent Neely to go to the holding area to see what happened to the C4 and if it's actually gone.
Hell, that's gone.
Nico's obviously not happy and makes the agent jump into the lake. And we get more Steven Seagal trying to ad-lib.
And if you don't hurry, I'm gonna empty this gun in your butt.
I gotta
Nico
get
learns
some
that
soup.
basically a hit squad has shown up into Chicago and that Kurt Zagon is leading it. Zagon and his boys track down the priest, and he does what he does best. He now reveals his actual plan. They're trying to assassinate the senator, but this priest somehow knows about the plan. So they need to make sure he didn't tip off the senator, otherwise it's all going to fall apart.
You've always been alone. Now you'll be with me. Together.
Not listening. Not listening.
So Nico and the crew bust in an attempt to rescue the priest, and Jax gets shot in the chest.
I was 2 days from retirement.
But in a twist, she was wearing a vest.
Yeah, she's gonna be all right.
So Seagal attempts to spy on the enemy, but he gets caught.
Poor innocent priest finds out he comes here, but you can't kill the senator until you find out if the Padres talked.
Thank God we have Nico to reiterate what we already know.
Why not? The Romans did.
So his buddy from Nam attempts to get him out of trouble. We get caught up in a big gunfight, and Silvano gets launched out of a building. And we get the worst practical effect. But nobody does 2 takes in a Steven Seagal movie, so we move forward. On his way out of the parking garage, he gets sideswiped and captured. And during the torture scene, Henry Silva actually breaks Steven Seagal's nose. And the shot they put in the movie is the shot of it happening. And because they barely restrain him with zip ties, he breaks out, kills everybody. And then we get the scene that made Seagal famous. The break heard around the world. For the squeamish, I won't play the audio. For the 80s, this was freaking brutal, but was a large contributor to why he became so popular. So our hero successfully foils their plot, saves the senator, and gets thanked personally.
Thank you personally.
And that'll do it. That was Above the Law. Now, honestly, I thought I was going to make fun of him a lot more in this movie than I wound up doing, but that's because this is the beginning of his career, and he hasn't become the insanity that he is today. As I said, we will get there. I'm so excited to get there. I cannot wait to talk about his do-rags and his yellow-tinted sunglasses and his massive body armor to hide his fat.
I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
That'll happen. But for now, let's just enjoy what he was, and then we'll get to that mess. Thank you all for sticking through to the end. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy.
I'm sorry. The next his video was right on spot. This one was very boring. Did they see Above the Law from Space Ice? Spark plugs? What the fuck is that? Space Ice actually has red eye reviews in awesome channels. See, does not make him does not get him any good at this point. And for this channel as well. Where did they find it? I don't understand. Where is it? So it is homepage, awesome channels, the first channels, and this one has only 184 subscribers. This one is 4 years old. Completely another channel. This page does not work at all. For all I know. Anyway, Above the Law. Above the Law is so boring that even probably that's why it is boring from Red Eye Review, because it is boring by itself. But maybe Red Eye Ice Space Ice made it look much better. Really. Above the Law. Dude. Please. Code of Honor. Yeah, so much cool. Worst everything ever. It is also interesting for me to watch a video or a movie when Steven Seagal fights vampires or zombies or vamp zombies. But as far as I heard, do you know, guys, that John Rocky Rambo, yeah, John Rocky Rambo, something like that. He's called himself. It's hard to remember, but he has pretty spot on commentary on movies. Oh, he leaned into AI, I see. What the hell is this? Stream! Space Ice actually streamed. Whoa. He teamed up with Sensei Seagal and Red Eye Review? God fucking damn it, really? This is the best collaboration I could ever imagine.
Oh my god. It was so touching. Why?
What?
He ruined.
This is Space Ice, guys.
You told me it was gonna be better this time. Oh my god. The
cookie
hit
Sensei Seagal, Sensei Seagal, this is a nice penguin hat.
Somebody's got
You guys are awesome.
There. Hello everybody. I don't know if you guys heard that. Try to.
This guy sounds like Red Eye Reviews, actually, more than Space Ice.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
From a dickhead is better Seagal channel.
Okay, so
Yeah, Sensei
Good
Seagal.
evening,
Paul.
ladies and gentlemen. We have another amazing Seagal movie for you today. Joined as always by Red Eye Reviews.
Hello.
And we have a special Seagal expert, even though we're kind of all Seagal experts. Sensei Seagal.
Thank you for having me, friends. Hello, everybody.
So people might not, if you're not familiar with the Sensei Seagal channel, he's actually
I think that there is no man on earth who knows about Steven Seagal more than this dude.
Seagal's number
He
one.
is an expert in this field. One time I saw his post when he complained about ruining his external hard drive. It was 1 terabyte. You just imagine it. 1 terabyte of Steven Seagal footages. 1 terabyte, people! Steven Seagal is really productive man. But having that all stuff archived and using it in all of his videos, this guy is the best in that. That one, if it is really space ice, is also clear genius. And I'm happy to see his face, finally. In a wig, but still.
Fan, would you say?
I would say I'm the foremost expert on Seagal. So when he eventually succeeds either Putin or whoever, some world leader, and they need someone to write his autobiography, I am the man they will come to. That's probably the best way to put it. He's brilliant. I think we all know he's brilliant, and I'm just here to document it along the way. That's the easiest way to explain it.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Does make sense. I think you have terrible judgment, which means you are perfect for that.
Yeah, and you're welcome here.
And
Thank you.
we also have Homeless Guy with us. If he guys, if he gets on your nerves, if he's being too bad, let me know. I can mute him or make his box smaller. It's
Holy
he's already
crap,
on.
this is so awesome. I don't know if we should watch it tonight. I can watch it. Oh, damn. How did I manage to... Holy shit, guys. Kudos to you. Oh shit. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But I was looking for... what? For Above the Law. After that I will definitely watch this stream. This reveal is so good. What else do they have? 4 days ago. Only with Red Eye Reviews, maybe.
How did it go? Glad to have our personal lives to rely on.
My God, every time. I thought 2025 was going to be different. We weren't going to have Seagal ruining all of our intros, but it's Seagal, so what are you going to do? So today we have obviously a Neil Breen movie, one that's dear to my heart. Red Eye was supposed to be here, but last minute he just bailed.
Nah, he is here.
He's going to say he told me 2 days ago.
Nah?
Like, yeah, go away, you fucking weirdo. Obviously, she's not here.
What? He skipped. Do they really watch the whole movie on the live stream? Because this is... I watch videos and even I am a little bit aware of...
Yeah, so that just happens and it's never explained. Nothing comes of it. The guy sees Kale, chases after him. Breen's 90 years old, so obviously goes super slow. This guy's barely running, but still going roughly 3 times as fast, so he should have caught him like right around the corner, but it's never seen or mentioned again. It's the Seagal special.
It's Seagal special?
These in his movies, he has these weird animal things. Something you'll see a lot in this video is I speed a lot of it up significantly. This was like 45 seconds of this thing flying in slow motion. I don't know. They're both checking out that tree trunk. I don't know what's on that tree trunk, but they're both very into it. But it was literally 45 seconds, and I had to play it at like 1,000% speed to move it along. You'll see that a lot. People will be moving very fast, doing almost nothing. But no, that really happened. I know I get on it for a lot of things, but no, this is real. This actually happened. And for some reason, the Eagles in the credits, I guess, Astro Eagles, its name, because it says Eagle, the name is Astro Eagle. I'm assuming this is what he's referring to. I don't remember there being any other Eagles. But yeah, it's got a credit. Sure. It is completely irrelevant. It doesn't come up for anything. It makes zero sense. It's like, oh, they gave me this as part of the Shutterstock free trial. I guess I'll throw it in.
Good morning. Have a nice day.
Yep. Have a nice day, Neil Breen.
So
yeah. But this looks legendary. I don't understand why what? This is so cool. This is so cool. I think that this stream was legendary. How the fuck did I manage to miss it? Okay, never mind. No, Space, I did not make a video about above the law. Really? Why? Maybe if we search for above, Marked for Death. I watched Marked for Death. It is a really shitty movie. If you did not do that, I don't know. Maybe Sensei Seagal made a movie about Hard to Kill. That's the movie that is on my mind so far. Rare footage. Bring a fresh pair of underwear. Dude, but this where was it? Where was it? Yeah, this stream looks so promising.
Soldier, it's just
accurate is the word you're looking for. 100% accurate. Is that?
Yeah. Usually people who are in the military know nothing about the military and how their terms work or anything, and they don't care about it. They put their medals wherever they feel like. You know, sometimes they'll be.
This looks legendary. You fucking kidding me? 12k views. Guys. Whoa. Wave 12k happy viewers. Damn, I wanna watch something from Space Size right now. How did he manage to make them in videos? This is, as far as I understand, this is Like live. Should be on live stream. This is best stream ever. Dude! I didn't even know Space Ice does streams. This is so awesome. Right, let's watch something that I've watched. Hard to decide. There is only Steven Seagal not aiming. How do I stop hovering videos up? I went to see the thumbnails. I know that people spend times making those thumbnails, and whenever you hover mouse over it, it starts to. Damn it. YouTube should never do that. This is bullshit. It was okay then when people took advantage of that crap and made clickbait thumbnails. Alright, but nowadays, full season. It was a live stream, right? This is 2 minutes. It's still pretty much productive. Okay, let me cover some movie that I actually know. On Deadly Ground. Snack Force. I'm curious about that movie. Don't have a courage to watch it. But watching,
Attack Force
yeah.
is the Steven Seagal mega blockbuster hit movie where he showed the world that if you make a movie with random unconnected scenes in a random order, it would still be more coherent than this flaming pile of dog shit. It starts off at a military research facility that's under attack.
So now I can put a face behind this voice. You see how it works? Even though this face is in a wig. Still, there is an image instead of nothing. Just simple voice. Red Eye review. I think you should take it into consideration. There should be a face under the voice. They can't be a face uglier than Steven Seagal, so we will accept any face with any deformations. And if you're an average looking guy, there is no way to hide yourself. Yeah. I don't like to speak to voices.
Well, this whole thing could have been prevented by just telling them to turn around. That's not how the military rolls. Instead, they send 3 helicopters to just watch.
Everyone stand by.
And 1 overweight senior citizen in a Hummer. By the time he gets there, everyone's dead but this guy. And what comes next is one of the greatest fight scenes in history, where he just kind of pushes him, killing him
This is what Steven Seagal does the best. Pushing people. That's the only thing that he can do. That's the only thing that is effective in Aikido.
Damn, that was a lot of work. So thankfully, none of whatever that was is ever mentioned again. Now we see Seagal doing one of his infamous prank phone calls where he pretends to be Martin Sheen.
The consequences are the same no matter how you look at it.
Bullshit.
We made the treaties, they broke them, and now you sit back and expect to clean up after. That's not gonna happen.
It's the next day, and son of a bitch.
This was the worst dubbing I've ever heard in Steven Seagal's movies. Maybe I watched not all of them, but quite a bit, guys. Quite a bit. Yeah, much more than I was hoping for.
Now his voice is stuck like that.
They come from a really good SF team.
This can happen.
Okay, children, let's go.
Seriously, what the fuck? Even this guy is laughing his ass off over this dub. This is, I think this is hard to beat, even only if you shift his pitch.
That's still somehow only the third dumbest thing to happen in the first 10 minutes of this train wreck piece of shit.
Marshall Lawson. The man walks with an air of confidence it's rarely seen in this day and age.
That's the second, but then Seagal gets his voice back and immediately tops it.
Here's to what might could be a real good team.
Go fuck yourself while he's still riding high, knowing that dumb shit is gonna catch on like wildfire.
What might could be.
He gets even more good news.
This is not Steven Seagal.
Kill us, sir.
He knows that, and he will, but it still feels good to hear it.
Yeah, we were thinking of going to a titty bar.
That's unheard of in a Seagal movie, but just this once, he'll allow it. Yeah! While there, they decide to order prostitutes, but it's a Seagal movie, which means no budget, so they all have to split one.
That girl.
Meanwhile, this lady, who was born when Seagal was already in his 30s, walks by and tries not to make eye contact. Shit. She's only human, so what comes next is inevitable. When she's done self-destructing because of daddy.
And then this is Steven Seagal, right? Yeah. Yeah, for this kind of scenes, he's ready to work. Going upstairs, going straight forward is nothing to do with him, but this kind of scenes is, yeah.
Issues, Seagal's
He's up
body
too.
double handles the
He's
scare
down.
situation, and oh shit, this is bad. He had been looking forward to killing them all night.
You can always kill us, sir.
I'm thinking about that already.
This is total bull.
Oh shit, this... I don't know, how wash clothes makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Bullshit. But if Seagal's one thing,
Why do people do that? Why do people do that to their hair? I've seen a couple of guys who do that to their hair, aside from 80s fashion look hairstyle, where it might be justified, just like nowadays people try to justify this shit when young guys, not only young guys, also shave all this shit and make the kind of rat tail on top of their head and looks like crap. But this is kind of fashion, and okay, I can get it. But when it is 2000s and you grow this washcloth behind your neck, behind your head. Steven, what the fuck were you thinking? But here the penguin head looks convincing, I'd say. If only not that shit behind him, it would look okay. I don't think that this is real hair. Of course, they don't look like that.
That's right.
But if he's three things,
It does not look that sharp.
And an embarrassment. But at some point, he's a professional and takes extra care not to disturb the crime scene. Oh my God, get out of the way, you dead piece of shit.
You dead
Being
piece of
dead
shit.
weight in a Seagal movie is Seagal's job, so now he's pissed.
No, not really.
But he's still slightly annoyed, so he tells the police he doesn't care that this is France, the one that's in Europe.
They're under my jurisdiction.
They're in the U.S. Navy, so get fucked.
Dwayne, find that titty bar.
Everything about that was weird as shit, and shift change can't come fast enough. Now that Seagal's running the show, he checks on the autopsy that I'm pretty sure is being performed by an OBGYN.
What do you got?
Massive physical trauma.
That's shocking and a major breakthrough with the bombshell news
Massive physical trauma.
that they didn't all die of heart attacks. He's ready to crack the case.
What now? I don't know, man.
Never mind, he gives up, and the movie just kind of forgets about it. Now he tries entering this military facility, and they're being total dicks.
ID, please. This is a restricted area.
Seagal tells him he's gonna have his ass for this, but he's not having any of it.
I need
Hello,
you to
son.
vacate the facility.
Oh my God, he is so gonna regret that.
Did Robbins tell you why they revoked your clearance?
Something about the Navy not having colonels, and that's the dumbest fake he's ever seen.
No, not really.
But fuck it, it doesn't matter, because now they're investigating chemical weapons.
So we're talking about chemical warfare.
And things are going great. Sure, he forgot what branch he was in,
You think the U.S. Army is just going to walk away from this?
but he's in the Navy, so what do you expect?
A large quantity of CTX is going to be released into the city's water supply.
Nice try, dipshit. But he's a student of Seagal's and has mastered the anti-terrorism nuh-uh technique.
I don't think so, guinea pig.
Now that this whole
Nuh-uh
thing has been
technique.
resolved, there's no reason to mention any of this to anyone. Now, it's some other time, and they're going somewhere for some reason, when Seagal confronts these random guys who turn out to also be in the Navy.
See now, naval intelligence.
So they hit up a bar and share stories of, just kidding, fuck you, and fuck you. Meanwhile, because everyone knows everyone, the foil terrorist breaks into her place with an exciting job offer.
Work for me. That's a no.
No.
Yes,
No.
that's a no, or yes, she'll work for him. Fuck it, we're moving on. Now Seagal is back in his favorite seat again and decides scripts are stupid and just starts rambling.
That's right, baby.
Yes, he called him baby,
He knows who sent me here, and he knows why I'm here. So he's not gonna say nothing to me.
and what the fuck any of that means is so obvious the movie doesn't waste precious time explaining any of it.
Why do you think I'm here?
We didn't know you were here, and now that we do, she doesn't tell us. Thankfully, that weird as shit scene finally ends, and now they're somewhere else when
I'm
she
so
drops
lost in
bombshell.
this
We've had
in
traces
this
of
story.
CTX show up in the town's water
Where
supply.
is the fight?
So
Seagal,
crazy,
come on.
He had no idea. Then, after a quick ventriloquism contest,
How much time we got?
Current measurements predict 15,000 people will be fully addicted to CTX. Tell Marshall I'm having his armory brought here.
He leaves, and nobody in this movie
You're welcome, soldier.
knows about the Navy. At this point, not even Seagal can remember what the fuck is supposed to be happening.
I think we're gonna have to start kicking over some trash.
I have lost the track of this this movie long ago, and we are not. Yeah, we are half through.
Perfect. After his usual, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Finally.
shooting doesn't work. He realizes it's a woman, which just happens to be his hand-to-hand specialty. And we've officially reached the singularity of stupid. That shit doesn't even faze him anymore, and he just assumes Seagal fat-kneed a woman through a pillar again, which is good because there's no time to explain since Seagal just learned the term ASAP.
Give me the injured out of here ASAP.
ASAP.
Interrogation ASAP. Give me a cleanup team in here ASAP.
So his life is all about that now. Then, after he falls asleep in the middle of a scene, she wakes him up with incredible news. They've discovered a way to weaponize patty cake.
These nanographite blades were built for a man with your kind of fighting skills.
So he puts them to the test by murdering their prisoner. Now, they're wherever the fuck this is for some reason, and son of a...
When I don't know the movie, it is hard to watch because I have no idea what is happening. Maybe that's because I drank too much chacha or something. But what the fuck is going on? I don't understand any fucking shit. Who are these people? I know only Steven Seagal and probably this girl.
Bitch, it happened again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I set it up. You know that.
The movie cranks the
That's not
nonsense
Steven
up a
Seagal.
notch when this guy is in 3 different places at once.
They're gone. Damn it! This is a restricted area. How can I help you?
But don't waste time thinking about that shit, because the U.S. Navy, who make up most of Paris's population, send in a strike team against their own people. But they don't call him Treason Seagal for nothing, and killing his own people is one of his favorite things to do. When word of all this gets back to the Admiral, who's stationed in Paris like most admirals, he's fucking pissed.
You sent in a team without my authorization.
I had to make a